For those familiar with HL7 Australia's fire connectathons, this guide will help you leverage these events to their fullest potential. Connectathons serve a dual purpose. They enhance fire specifications through practical implementation and testing, while fostering the collaborative community that drives fire innovation. By connecting disparate systems and validating interoperability concepts in real time, participants directly contribute to advancing draft standards toward publication-ready maturity. These events represent the intersection of technical validation and community building, the foundational elements that have established fire as the preeminent standard for healthcare interoperability. The fire community thrives on continuous evolution, with connectathons serving as critical inflection points in the standards development lifecycle. Effective participation requires strategic preparation. Define your specific objectives, establish concrete technical and organizational goals aligned with your implementation roadmap. Whether validating specific resource implementations, testing conformance profiles, or contributing to standards development, clarity of purpose maximizes your investment. Configure your technical environment. For example, you might provide a fire server instance to connect with that supports Australian fire standards. Make available fire API endpoints for your system for other systems to connect to. Prepare some fire formatted data from your system to test. Bring your enabling components and tools that might help others implement fire standards. Developers could familiarize themselves with the HL7 AU Core Inferno test framework for testing fire server validation against AU Core implementation requirements. Select your track participation strategically. All substantive work occurs within tracks. Review available tracks on the HL7 Australia Confluence site and select those aligning with your technical priority. While multi-track participation is possible, the technical depth and pace of connectathons typically reward focused engagement in a single track. Engage in pre-event collaboration. Join preparation calls for your selected track to understand testing scenarios, technical requirements, and implementation expectations. Monitor the Australian channel on chat.fire.org for track-specific discussions and updates. During the connectathon, engage in active technical contribution. Move beyond observation to direct implementation testing and problem solving within your track's technical objectives. Gain knowledge. Build knowledge on implementation approaches, interoperability changes, and resolution pathways. Document learnings and outcomes from your connectathon activity, build institutional knowledge, and contribute to community learning. Strategic networking. Forge connections with implementer leads and peers with deep fire expertise, participants addressing similar implementation challenges, and standards development workgroup members. Technical inquiry. Leverage the collaborative environment to resolve implementation questions, from fundamental API interactions to complex conformance issues. Collaborative problem solving. Share your technical expertise to address interoperability challenges faced by other implementers. Cross-track integration. Participate in multidisciplinary collaboration sessions addressing interoperability requirements that span multiple implementation domains. After the connectathon, undertake outcome analysis. Participate in technical debriefs where track leads synthesize implementation findings and outline standards evolution pathways. Knowledge transfer. Document and disseminate technical insights within your organization and the broader implementation community. Relationship development. Cultivate ongoing collaboration with technical contacts established during the event. Community involvement. Consider joining relevant HL7 Australia workgroups to influence standards development in your areas of implementation expertise. Continuous improvement. Identify technical gaps and implementation priorities for future connectathon participation. Fire implementation is an iterative journey of continuous refinement. Connectathons fundamentally revolve around practical implementation and testing of fire specifications. Software development stands as the central activity, with participants bringing existing code bases or developing new implementations during the event. The technical environment is framework agnostic, accommodating diverse fire implementation approaches. Beyond coding, participants engage in configuration, integration testing, and specification analysis. Technical review and standards assessment represent valuable contributions to the fire ecosystem. It's important to note that while connectathons offer unparalleled learning opportunities, they are not structured training sessions. Participants should possess foundational knowledge of development practices and fire concepts, as formal instruction in coding of fire fundamentals is not provided. Implementation challenges are an expected and valuable part of the Connectathon process. The collaborative environment naturally facilitates peer assistance when technical obstacles arise. These events provide direct access to domain experts and experienced implementers who can offer technical guidance. However, ultimate responsibility for resolving implementation issues remains with each participant. This problem-solving process itself often yields the most valuable insights into fire implementation. The essence of Connectathons and fire itself is interoperability. Participants are expected to test their implementations against other systems, validating both the specifications and their implementations. This peer-to-peer testing represents the most valuable technical outcome of the event, as it validates interoperability in practice rather than in theory. While collaboration is encouraged, formal code reviews are not conducted during this event. Connectathons maintain a clear technical focus on implementation and testing rather than product demonstrations or marketing activities. While technical implementation may naturally generate interest, explicit product presentations or sales discussions should occur outside the Connectathon framework. Successful technical implementations and implementation leadership at the event speak volumes about your organization's capabilities without explicit promotion. These events naturally facilitate connections with potential technical partners, customers, and collaborators. Organizations seeking broader industry visibility should consider event sponsorship opportunities. HL7 Australia's fire Connectathons represent a unique opportunity to advance both technical implementations and the standards that enable healthcare interoperability. Through thoughtful preparation, active participation, and collaborative problem solving, you'll maximize the value of these events for your organization and the broader fire community.